The symbol of the divine kind of like swirling up, but it's going to be like really pretty and emanating in front of her, and like little rose petals falling off of it.
Okay.
And I'm just strum it, just finish it with that. Just don't kill us today.
And that is beautiful music. And she starts leaning in. She's like, of one who appreciates such beauty, I know when I hear it. And she kind of like summons you to come to the water. She's kind of lowering down a little bit.
And I will turn to the rest of the group, give a wink. It's been nice knowing you all. So this was a great fun time, and I'm just gonna go right up to the water edge.
And she points down and says, to look at your reflection. And she'll kind of like hover where you are, and as you're looking down, you start to see your face in the reflection is aging, and it's just turning nasty. But then you look at her face, and you see the opposite. It's becoming beautiful, and you can see a gorgeous elven woman in the reflection next to your decrepit face in the reflection.
All right. While we're looking at each other, and I'm old and gray, and she's lovely and young again. You said HotA out loud, right? I think.
Yeah.
Did you say that? I say, as we're looking at each other in the reflection, I'll just say, HotA, my dear, we don't really mean any harm. We're here to save a man's life, and I hope my song impressed you enough a little bit to perhaps let us just be on our way. You have plenty of beautiful streams and waterfalls here. It's not too much to ask for us to just take a wee little tiny bit and perhaps save a life on this day, right?
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Perception.
Shit.
Perception. Okay, here we go. 15.
Okay. Yep. So you see on the surface your guys' reflection, but you can also start to see, like, your gaze kind of goes past just what's on the surface, and you are looking into the water, and you kind of notice something strange at the bottom of the water.
Okay. And I will
it's kind of a blob, but you see it looks almost like a body.
A body. Okay. I'll just whisper to HotA, say, what is that?
And as you're trying to speak to her, when she's looking at her reflection, she's not acknowledging you at all. She's kind of like playing with her hair and adjusting everything again, and like this reflection that she sees is how she feels that she still looks. She's too distracted by it.
Right.
Can Rin walk beside the pair and see what the heck he's referring to and what he's talking about?
Sure. Are you walking up to the edge?
Yeah, I'll walk up to the edge and see if I can see what because he said, "What's that?" And I'm like, "What's what?"
Okay. So you start to see the same thing. The reflection of yourself at first is what you look like, but it slowly starts becoming decrepit and nasty as well.
I will say to HotA,
Kayla, you're muted.
Do you want me to go fetch that for you? Did you lose something?
We still can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me now?
There we go.
Okay. Can I try to like stealthily pull out a separate empty vial and just fill it up with water from my water skin?
Yeah.
And cork it and like replace it in my bag?
Sure. Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check, but you have advantage since she's distracted.
Okay.
Does she have advantage from me? Since I've been mean mugging her this whole time?
She's already has advantage. You don't get double advantage.
No, I'm saying, does she have advantage against me since I've been glaring at her this entire time? Because once again, some terrible fucking thing has happened. Doesn't matter. She beat my passive.
19.
Pretty good.
It's pretty
Nice.
good. Yeah. Indistinguishable.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the fake water forward and just be like, my lady, I'm so sorry. I only wanted a piece of your beauty to perhaps enrich my life the way that others might be enriched when they look upon your lovely figure. But I am sorry. I did not mean to offend you. And I'm gonna hold out the water and kind of pour it back into the pool.
Okay. Give me a deception check with advantage as well.
Oh fuck.
So
Great.
I'm sorry, guys.
I had a good thing going
since
over
I
here.
don't, since I didn't like technically see her do that, I would put my hand on her shoulder and say, "Lylesh, too far from us. Give up saving your husband so easily."
Wait, I'm gonna use my point of inspiration. How do I do that?
I'll just
Ooh.
Well, you know the. Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
no, say what you want to say.
I was gonna say you already know, kind of. I guess you don't know the result of the roll, so.
It
It's up
could
to-
have worked.
It's up to Sean. Yeah, it's up to Sean.
So do you want to? Yeah. So let me take your inspiration point, and you can re-roll again. Ooh, we got an 18. All right, so you open it back up, and you slowly pour it back in, and she hears the water trickling back in, and she looks at you and says, "Thank you for returning my beauty." And she kind of ascends above the entire party, and then she just takes a dive straight back in the water.
I'm just gonna be like, go.
Well, I hope this was right as Finn keeps moving forward, because I think Kurtz just said that she told him that wasn't the true holy water.
Let us not speak of this right now.
You said that out loud.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, she just said that this wasn't
To yours, not.
yeah, but the way I think I discerned it was like, if it's just holy water, like I don't know what the fuck she did to my holy water.
Well, I mean, I didn't. Lylesh, didn't you say you needed the holy water? I mean, you just gave it away freely. Are you looking?
Yep. No. I've got it. We gotta go.
What do you mean you have it?
I have
Insight check.
Let's go.
Who are you
I'm
trying to
gonna
insight?
start running.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, so you already left. All right.
Crit.
24.
Oh, nice.
So, what are you trying to insight, Kurtz?
This is out of character. Like, we've come all this way. She's been so adamant about getting this and like dragging us along to all these situations, and she's just gonna, like, we faced danger in the pursuit of these things before, and she's never just given up. And this just seems out of character for her.
To port back in?
Yeah, just to give it up with no struggle at all. Like,
Yeah.
no convincing, no argument, no nothing. Especially of her own free will.
I mean, I seem super excited, and my excitement seems genuine.
I poured water, you guys. Let's go. We did it. We poured it back. We're good.
I'm gonna. I don't want to stuff. I'm just gonna be like, I know you have no reason to trust me, but please just trust me. We gotta go.
I
right,
definitely
so
don't
nobody
trust
wants
you
to
with
do
crit.
You guys, there's a body here in the water. Are we not going to look at this? You just want to? Oh, we're going to go. Okay. And
I'm gonna leave.
A body?
I'm gonna try and stop her.
Okay.
Because, I mean, does she seem like she's being shady with that insight check?
Shady isn't how. So, how are you perceiving her doing that?
It's just, it doesn't make sense. Like,
That she
from
would
her
go get it
standpoint.
so desperately and then pour it back in?
yeah, just without any struggle whatsoever. And now she's like just trying to leave automatically again, like as quickly as possible.
Okay,
She
so
did
we'll
quickly
do.
whisper saying she had it.
She did also just say that she has it.
Did you not hear that part?
Or do you
I didn't know if I heard it or not. I did the
Yeah,
like,
she was-
Yeah,
she was-
that's why
He
I
was
was
directing
confused.
it kind of like at you guys.
Yeah, because she said, that, "Oh no, I
Yeah.
have it. Let's go." And then, okay,
Okay.
I now know what you're doing. Okay, yeah. So yeah, with your insight check, you're able to discern that she feels like you guys should get the fuck out of there. She's good to go.
I'll just turn. I'll leave last and just turn with one last look with my divine sense still going. And just try and get a better feel for what's actually happening here in this pool. Like, other people can come by here later on and meet a different fate than we did. You know.
So the stress that you were sensing was only began when the water was removed, and then when she thought the water was replaced, then it became calm again.
So after she goes back into the water, like, if I can see the body at the bottom of the pool and stuff, there's still no kind of evil sense emanating out from the pool at all?
The sense is only when the figure comes up. So as it returned,
it's kind of under my breath, just saying, I hope you find peace. Turn behind everyone and follow.
Ursul's just gonna stop. What do you mean you haven't?
I'm gonna, like, pop open my bag a little bit so he can see that there's another thing of water in my bag. Be like, I have it. Let's go.
Kirsch just gets stone-faced. So let me get this straight.
Look, can we not do this here? Right next to the pool.
How about
we have to do this right now. Can we please
No.
talk,
How
please?
about I'll just put a hand on her head and just stop her. How about we do it here? We've done a lot to help you. A lot. And I've gone on with a lot. I have no love for the sisters, but stealing from them is disrespect. And what is making to make you steal from the sisters? After lying that we required their tears, which supposedly, according to you, was for mankind in order to heal someone. How do you think that's going to be? We just saw that woman, HotA, a priestess of the sisters at one point in time. During this entire what happened to her before that witness?
I don't know.
She
Be honest.
She may have been a priestess at one time, but you said it yourself just now, Kurt. She turned that lake putrid. Whatever was left that was good with her, maybe it's deep down in there somewhere, but she's something else now.
Well, that's not right.
Devis, what's your take on all of this? You've been kind of quiet for a while.
Well, did I know that she's got the real stuff?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know this seems bad, but we do have what we came for. I think we should just leave because we probably can get this to work. Whatever the goddesses will, they can probably look into a person's heart and determine its true intent, despite her actions.
Well, if you don't mind stepping a few steps away, I can always identify it and see if it is a good source of magic.
Sure. We should probably do that away from the waterfall place. Yeah, maybe perhaps just
Well,
like...
just walk. We can be walking, right? Like, we can just be walking.
I
and
do
talking.
suggest, we leave.
Yeah. We can just be
this
walking.
direction?
Walking.
At least far enough away where we might not be within too much earshot. We don't have to necessarily leave too far, just in case this proves to be a bad source, but let's just probably go up the path a bit. Over here is probably good. Alright.
Rips will just sigh and just shove her back. Just said, this is going to be done to one of us. Just hope it's
One of us are to die. I hope it's me.
Lylesh, may I take a look at that?
Thanks, hold on.
It's okay. Transition.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give it to him.
Alright.
Let us get on the other man. Okay, good.
Rin's going to then cast Identify on the water to see if he can know what it exactly is. It'll take him 10 minutes, but he's going to focus for it.
Are you guys wanting to stay here for 10 minutes while he does that?
Sure.
Yep.
Just expand a little bit on what Kurt said.
Yeah.
I mean, we all saw that body resting in the bottom of the pool. The water
Yes.
may very well be tainted. I mean, it's clear that whoever that was whether she was a priestess or not, her spirit is clearly now trapped there.
I am concerned that if there is a taint, that if spread upon this fleece, it's going to tarnish it and make it unusable by the shroud. They would look badly upon
We'll see.
all of us, but mostly me.
We'll see what Rin says, and if I have to, before we give any of this water to your husband, I'll test it myself, Lylesh.
I'm just pacing back and forth, just staring at Rin to his little identify thing for 2 minutes.
So, the properties you learn of, it definitely has origin from the Three Sisters, like the lore was saying before you guys head out there. And let's see, what else do you learn? You learn how to use it. So you, Devis, are you willing to let him have the fleece during this as well? Or would you have kept it?
For the identification?
What's that?
For the identification?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I trust Rin.
I'm just assuming, but you would. Are you just identifying the water, or are you trying to figure out the whole thing?
Well, I'd be identifying the water first to make sure that it's at least seems like it's going to be
Okay.
useful.
So, if you were inquiring about whether it be tainted because of that,
Yeah, or if it's a potent enough source.
yeah. So it does seem that this is definitely what you guys came for. It definitely has properties of divinity. You still don't know if it will work, but it's definitely what you guys came for.
As Lylesh paces back and forth, I just do like a little diddle 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 dink, and then she goes back diddle 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 dink, diddle 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 dink, and she goes back.
Despite the stressful situation she's in, she is gonna smile.
And then every time she stops, the music stops. And then when she goes again, diddle diddle diddle
I'm gonna
dink.
like stop
And Rin
and
has
then go and then stop and then
and
like
Rin-
pretend to go and stop.
and Rin has examined and identified the fleece once already before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is definitely what. Yeah, go ahead.
This seems certainly a potent source enough for it to suit our needs. I don't necessarily think that it's tainted. It should work. I hand it back to Lylesh. I would suggest that, yeah, you could try it. If you want to test it on the fleece now, you can and get another, but then of course that's risking HotA again, so I don't know if that's a good idea.
Don't think I'd be able to fool her twice. I'm usually not that sneaky.
Well, let's head back to Brandeleck then. You said we could make it by nightfall, right? What time of day? What time of day is it now?
It's mid there, so it's about half the day's gone. Yeah.
Halfway. Yeah.
Bryn's gonna try something. He's going to see if he can focus on a little bit in his hand. He's going to try to conjure a small portrait relief of HotA that he saw. He's going to try to mirror what her images was and conjure up a small flat plaque with a relief of her face on it so he can kind of see it.
You know, Candyman her.
Yeah, you just see Rin just randomly make an object appear out of nowhere and hold it in his hand.
Okay.
Does that look like a good, accurate representation of it? Does it look good to you?
Yeah, I think so.
I think she's a little more ugly. Yeah.
Okay, does this look accurate to her? I mean, you saw her face before.
Does it look accurate to me, DM?
Yeah, spit an image.
Yeah, you can spit an image, man. Yeah.
Rin's going to take that. He's going to take a piece of paper, put it on top, take some of the spare charcoal, and make a rub. He's going to rub the relief so he can have an image of it to apply to his book and add a section of HotA and a full story about her.
Nice.
Well done.
About how 4 brave adventurers stole from the ghost of a priestess.
Well, he's going to have a warning about there's a person
She was
called HotA
crazy.
there who has a lot of divine influence and has a very high amount of vanity. And if you maybe want to get anywhere, you better brace her looks, and maybe the image might help people. If they walk around with masks or visages that look like her, perhaps she'll be more willing.
So did you do the beautiful version or the?
Oh, the beautiful version. The beautiful one.
Oh, I thought you did the ugly version. Okay.
I would do both if I could later, but I would focus on the beautiful one first.
Okay, done. That makes more sense now. All right, so what is your guys' plan now? Are you heading back to Brandeleck, or were you going to go?
Sticking back to Brandeleck.
Okay.
I assume we best hurry back there and not detour to the bandits.
Okay. So
He's just angrily puffing on his pipe as he walks.
So the going back, obviously at a faster pace. You've already walked this once before, so it is familiar. So you are able to get back a little bit ahead of schedule, and you start to see all the shrubs turning into bigger trees as you get closer, and then the trees are starting to get fatter, and the forest is getting denser, and you're just outside.
This data Kurtz, I'm like, I'm shrinking! No, Kurtz!
Kurtz will just pick him up and put him on his shoulder. Like
there we go. Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
We're going the wrong way. They're getting smaller now, guys. And Brandeleck is
on fire.
Dang it! You're ruining my game.
God.
Okay. You're not supposed to tell them. No, I'm just kidding.
Off the map. Never existed.
And it is you're approaching the place that you exited, and we will take another break.
Awesome.
Right,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
We will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you for everybody for sticking around with us, and we will be right back.
Yeah. We got water, guys.
Discovering a tail and seeing it actually still existing in real life, having someone like HotA be there is actually that's kind of a more surreal experience than any other one he's ever had with the rest of the group. Like the fleece is something he's that's a very interesting item, but he'd never think he'd actually encounter someone who still had been at that time. Like he kind of wishes that he could talk with her a little more, but he also realizes that it might not work so well since she's a little too narcissistic. Might not work out so well.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, on the journey back to Brandeleck, Raid would definitely be thinking about, that this priest is just being trapped down there, and how that could happen, not being able to really do anything about it. Seeing how you would kind of feel the same way, seeing how that interaction went, you kind of feel probably so much rid that we would try to go down there and remove the body. Probably end up having to just fight the spirit, but maybe that would be good for the spirit of Lisa.
Go ahead.
Oh, and then he'd also be hoping that this all pays off when we get back to Brandeleck as well.
All right. Well, you guys are approaching Brandeleck, and you are just now stepping in. Transitioned over. Okay.
You
So
must
you guys
be
are
quite
here.
excited, Lylesh.
You returned.
Yes.
And
I'm
the
very
dew is now gone off everything, obviously, because it has been many hours since you departed.
Has the
Nightfall now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you are approaching the house, and Lylesh, how are you feeling?
Very excited. She's like dancing while she walks a little bit. She hasn't really put the water back in her bag since she's been walking. She's just been holding it tightly and just very happy. She seems much more jovial.
We knew the circumstance of which we left. Does anything look off about Lylash's home?
No. No, just later in the day, you know. How's everyone else feeling?
I could certainly sit down. My feet are killing me.
Well, I will make you all a wonderful meal once we get inside and settle in a little bit. I'll make you all a wonderful meal, and you can sit and stay and talk as long as you like, or explore the town. It's entirely up to you.
I'm certain this is after we've applied the remedy.
Yes, of course. Although I guess if you don't really want to be there for that, you don't have to be, but that's where I'll...
I will not miss that.
No, you can all just go back to, Kandor, it's fine.
I'll accompany, and I'll be happy to join you, and I open the door for her to go in.
Looking forward to meeting Drandalin, Lylesh.
I elbow. I'm still on top of Kurtz, right? I kind of like rug him a little bit on Kurtz, and I whisper, just in case this doesn't work, I kind of wrote a little bit of a song on the way back here, like just in case, just for shits and giggles. So if you want to hear it, regardless, it's kind of funny. But I just whisper that to Kurtz.
I'll just whisper back, it'd be really funny if she tripped and broke the bottle right now.
Make a dexterity check.
No.
If that happens, I can add that to the song lyrics. Like that would be kind of hysterical. But yeah, I'll make a note of that just in case.
Kyle's favorite sound in the world is
The drawn out scream of a gnomish woman. Kurt's laughing.
in slow motion. It's just like.
As we're heading in, though, I will whisper to Finley, keep your eye on things. I don't expect this to go the way we think it will.
All right, and I'll kind of hop down off as we go in.
Evis is looking forward to performing this little ritual for twofold reasons. One, he's really curious if this is going to work. Two, he is kind of in a hurry to get back to the shroud.
Oh, for sure.
So he's going to run in.
Right behind Lylesh. Okay, so we got Lylesh going in first, and then Devis.